hello everyone. Is the music loud? Am I loud? Can anyone hear me? I don't know. Oh god, I feel like this music is loud. Uh, is everything okay? Yes? Alright. Alright, let's go. Hell yeah, we're back with, Dimitrios. It's been a while, but just like everyone else, uh, he needs his ref sheet. Oh god, this music. Okay. He needs his reference sheet. So, that is what I'm working on. We're working on his close-up. Okay, but it's kind of valid because that's my fault, really, because I haven't drawn him in a long time. So, I haven't shared him much as of late. So, but we're here now. And, I'm not sure if you guys already saw, but we finished, whoops, wrong way. We finished, Courier's close-up. We finished Courier's close-up and his ref sheet. As you can see, we got his full reference sheet here. Looking delicious as always. True. The two best friends with completely opposite aesthetics. Just look at them. They're even facing the opposite direction. Can't wait to flesh them out a bit more, like their dynamic, because I've been having some conflicting thoughts regarding the true self aspect and the facade aspect when it comes to these two. So that's why I haven't really talked too much about it yet. I'm sort of exploring the potential dynamic because of the setting of the story, it can't be as straightforward as, oh, this is my best friend, and that's it. Because obviously, they can't be out here always expressing, yeah, bro, this is my best friend, and then Attracto the non-facies. It's just not that simple. So, the judgmental stare is mutual. True. Except they're not judging. I mean, Courier is not judging. Courier is not a judger. Him looking down is it's more of his own thing. It's not personal. Where they get their clothes? Are they perhaps made by the best designer, Belinda? There's a in-universe version of me that's out here making their fits. True. Okay, no, not really. It's designed by one of the members of the Faceless Hunters. So the Faceless Hunters, they all have there's one designer in the group, and they draw out the outfit they want, and then the person designs it. So that's so in universe there's someone that's literally in charge of just making all the Faceless Hunters uniforms, including their armor and things like that. Which is, speaking of armor, Dimitrios actually really likes indulging in blasphemy? No. Blacksmithery. Courier just wanted straight gold. Yeah, so the thing with Courier loves shiny things. He really does just like shiny objects just to look at them, because obviously he swore poverty as one of his vows. So the only reason he has it is because he likes he likes shiny things. He likes looking at them. And so all Faceless Hunters are supposed to have distinct armory, so He's just like, yeah, just give me the gold, and, give me the skulls. Yeah, I want to look like the villain as much as possible. Like, that's quite literally the role he decided to embrace. He's like, well, if everyone wants an antagonist, well, here's me. You can hate on me. I'd rather you hate on me than hate on uh the rest of the Faceless Hunters. Like, it's alright. I'll take the fall for everything. Dimitrios has always had veins. Dimitrios has always had blue veins on him, actually. Yeah, I've shown him in some of my other art too. He's always had it. He is ill. uh, they're always visible. It's just that they're usually blue. It's just since I haven't colored them in yet, they look really dark, but they're actually blue all the time, so you don't usually see it as much. It's just since it's the line art at the moment, but usually you can always see it. Kurdo's belt, he like that 1-2 buckle my shoe, bruh. Yes, I'm a Faceless Hunter, confirmed. I'm in the universe. there's a version of me in there somewhere. But yeah, he's always had his veins just very visible, especially because of how abnormally pale he is. As well, he's kind of cooked. Like, him and Courier, they bond over the fact that they're both gonna die earlier than everyone else. That they're both dying, basically. Except his is in a more logical way, which is that, oh, he can die of a heart attack in any moment, because it's a chronic heart disease. And it's also mixed with his other not as bad problems, which are his RA, which is more of a physical and not an organ thing. But yeah, they met in a hospital, so they bond over that one concept. It's like, oh, you might die soon too? Wow, what a coincidence. So will I. And that's how the friendship began. That sounds so bad, but like, you know, trauma bonding is always how some people meet and stay united. They are also heavily underestimated and considered the strongest ones in the group nowadays, so yeah, they have a lot in common. Which some would argue is not a great thing, considering their contrasting personalities and even colors themselves. Alright, so let's take a look back over here so I can actually see what I need to do. I'm gonna pull up here. I already had part of the face line art done. I was kind of hoping I'd have most of the line art done, but I got tired yesterday because I wasn't here most of the day, so I was like, man, nah, I'm tired. I'm just gonna do this line art tomorrow. It's like, whatever, man. It is what it is. Alright. So we're gonna just casually go over this. I realized that most of the Demetrius drawings that I've done of him, they don't actually show off much of his, like, actual snarky pride aspect of his character. Because people have two different interpretations of him. He's a prideful guy disguising his pride by being humble, or he's a humble person disguising his personality as prideful. Like, people have like the did I say that right? Yeah, I think I said that right. And so people have people people have different perceptions of him. And I've never really drawn the snarky, actually prideful smile type of him. It's usually always like the serious one, like this one over here. Because some say that both is true and some say that both is just cap. But they don't have any actual way of knowing. Well, at least they think they have no actual way of knowing. They do. But they haven't caught on to it. And there's no way for them to catch on to it because it's not like many people interact with Dimitrios anyways. Bro was sent underground, underground of the underground, to try to handle and find the source of the non-Faceless. So he doesn't interact with almost any of the Faceless Hunters at all, beyond like superficial shenanigans. Like, besides superficial interaction, the rest of the Faceless Hunters, they don't actually know what Dimitrios is like. It's like, they just look at him and they're like, yeah, he looks like a prideful person. And then some others are like, oh no, he's actually pretty humble. So people have different ideas of that. Where's the rest of his hair? Okay, hold on. It's like curly here. See, now I'm washed. Because I used to know exactly how to... I used to like wing his dang hair, bro. Now I'm washed. I also need to make like a separate reference for his how his hand's supposed to look. Front face and sideways. So that's gonna have to go into ref sheet too. But those are details that I'm not gonna work on yet. I usually just draw the hand normally and then adjust it while I'm coloring. Simply because it's easier that way. To like understand the correct anatomy so that then I can screw it up. Does it look tasty? Not for long. It's like freaking Courier. Courier, I had to elongate his fingers and his neck and everything. Like, look at this neck, bro. Wee, that bro got a long ass neck. Because he's long, and so I had to destroy his proportions basically to like. But it looks good, so it's fine. Because that's the whole point. The non-fascia is basically is like ruining his body. Okay, let me go back. Also, in the artworks that I used to do of Demetrius, I would cover his ear for whatever reason, when his ear is very clearly visible. Imagine getting scratched with Courier's hands versus Dimitrios. Yeah, Courier's hands will absolutely destroy you. The armor is so sharp. And then this dude, he doesn't even have hand armor. He just has it with his usual, he just has it with gloves on. Mainly because he doesn't actually, like, he doesn't care about hiding his, like, disability. He's like, man, you don't like it? Frick you, man. You're stupid. Uh, you have a problem with it? That's on you. Ableist. Uh, so he's not about, like, he doesn't have, like, a lack of confidence from it. He's like, no, yeah, this is what my hands look like. What do you want me to do about it? Look at them, I guess. Uh, like, he doesn't have, like, he used to have, like, some issues with it. Like, he used to be more self-conscious about it, but not anymore. He don't care. He's like, yeah, I need my hands free, so sorry if that, like, bothers someone for whatever reason. Actually, he wouldn't even apologize. He'd just be like, yeah, that's a you problem. How would Dimitrios and Silentium interact? That's an interesting question, because we all know Silentium is very neutral in how she perceives everything. And she never had an opinion on anybody and anything initially. And actually, now that the more I think about it, they don't even have, like, a... Aside from obviously joining forces with Rowan, which is later on, initially, like I said, Demetrius never interacted with her, and neither did she to him, because they had no need to, because of their divisions. But since they do in the story, they both kind of, they both are surprised with each other's actual personality, because one's actually full of personality, but she's mute, so she doesn't express it the same, and the other, everyone just has a different opinion on him. It's like when they finally meet each other, it's like, oh, you're not what I thought. Interesting. You're nothing like I thought you were. It's like, yeah, me neither. Did you start earlier this time? I'm usually starting at this hour now, actually. Like, this is my usual hour now. Like, I decided to, like, stream always at this hour. For the last, and now I guess almost 2 weeks, I've been streaming at this hour. I don't know, I've just been preferring it more. So I guess you could say I'm starting earlier. I'll get my favorite streamer after lunch. Dang. Yay. Yeah, this is gonna be my usual hour from now on. It's gonna be rare if I do it, like, in the afternoon or something. Like, if I do it in the afternoon, it's highly likely that it's because I wasn't available in the morning. Like, I think that's gonna be, like, my usual thing. Me too. Alright. Nice. I guess that's great for you guys then. Unless you're, like, busy at the hour, which in that case, rest in peace. But yeah, this is gonna be the new hour now. Your art is gorgeous. Thank you, Estella. Thank you so much. It's so pretty. Thank you, that one friend. Welcome in. Hi. I'm just trying to do a little close-up here of my boy that I haven't drawn in a while. I think it's been... No, it has not been more than a month. It's been... it's been even longer than that. I think it was maybe 3-4 months ago. It's just I've been so caught up trying to do everyone's ref sheets to get them all out of the way, so then I can peacefully draw. I can peacefully make illustrations on them. Shame on you for not drawing our dearest Dimitrios. I'm sorry. I have a lot to get done. Which, speaking of a lot to get done, we're almost done, actually. I think I only have 2 ref sheets left to do. Rozo's is, which it's not as important, because Rozo is Rozo. And he I have already like a bunch of drawings featuring him that I can just use that as reference for a lot of it. And then the other one, which actually is Dimitrios related, is his sister, his younger sister. Uh, she's like the last character I'm missing, other than Shido. We don't talk about Shido, man. Shido has been a struggle. Okay, he has been putting me through the ringer. I've done 10 different sketches of him. 10 attempts to try and get his design, and it looks bad. It looks bad. Demetrius has a sister? Yes, he has a younger sister. He has a younger sister that's about... Well, he was 7 when she was born, so they have a 7-year age gap. Yeah, so... Does he cherish her? Okay, so the relationship at first, their sibling relationship was complicated at first because of why she was born. When he got finally diagnosed with his heart condition, and they said, yeah, your son has a probability of dying sooner than most. You can't turn him into a hunter. It's just not a good idea. He shouldn't be a hunter. It's gonna put a lot of force on him. It's not a good idea. And so the parents, they were like, well, if he can't be a hunter, well, we're just gonna have to get another child to replace him for if he dies or if he can't fight anymore. It was really messed up, and it's like basically she was born to be a replacement for him in case anything happened to him. And so they had her so that she would be trained for that very only intention. And it's like at first Demetrius kind of blamed her initially, like, I don't like you because you're supposed to replace me, and they don't believe in me because now they put all their belief on you. Now they think I'm nothing because of you. So he initially blamed her. He's a child. It's like, obviously he had complicated feelings, and she felt bad because she's like, I don't want to be a hunter. My brother looks very perfectly capable. Look at him. He's always trying to prove himself every day. I don't want to be a hunter. I don't want to replace him. And so while she cared about him, he was kind of like back and forth about her. Wild, yeah, wild. But that's kind of the truth of when you're in like purpose. That's kind of how it is. It's like they're not nobility, but their family is dedicated. Their family is dedicated to being hunters. That's their whole thing. If you can't be a good hunter, then you're cooked. You're a fraud. What is this character? This is my original character, Dimitrios. I was just talking a little bit about him. I was just talking a little bit about him to everyone. And his growing up issues. Hello. How do I pronounce that? NHN? NHN. Interesting. Is that an abbreviation? No, I have never played that. In fact, oh wait, you mean Genshin? Yes, I have played Genshin. Do I play it nowadays? No. I've been trying to because of my friend. I've been trying. But I used to play it. True. Anyway, as I was back onto my topic, so their friendship and their sibling interaction was really complicated until Demetrius kind of realized, like, wait, This got nothing to do with my sister. This is not my sister's fault. This is your fault. And he was just start pointing fingers. Start pointing fingers at his parents. And the one who helped him sort of realize that and kind of let more loose was Lucenna, his aunt. She was a very important part of him growing up. Even though she was like 2 years older than him, she obviously had a better understanding and she was more mature than him because of how she was raised. Her father was way better than whatever bro had going on. I see. That's an interesting choice of username though. NH Vlogs. No, NHN. Damn, that's kind of hard to pronounce. Does he love her now? Yes, he does. He has acknowledged that it's not her problem. That's the parents' fault. He should not take this out on her. And so he hasn't. Ever since then, instead, he has sort of dedicated himself to be a good hunter. Not because to not disappoint the family, but also to so that she doesn't need to ever reach the point of replacing him. So he's like, I'm gonna be the greatest hunter just so you don't have to ever replace me because you don't want to be a hunter. That's fine. You can have the lovely life you want. Why most of your characters have white hair? Okay, so white hair is actually very at least in this story, white hair is exclusively for like at least these tones of white that are not pure white, they're exclusively left for this specific family. So for Dimitrios, Lucerna, yeah. White hair is only for them. Lucerna has white hair. Demetrius has white hair. And then his sister has white hair too. Those are the only ones from this story specifically that have white hair. Komakusa technically doesn't have white hair because hers is actually like a blondish color. But obviously it's gonna look white most of the time. But these three, the white is usually reserved for them. Unless you're talking about my other story, which I only have like 2 white-haired characters over there too. White is a crucial color. Obviously, it looks like they all have white hair because I never end up coloring. Yeah, because she doesn't have a name yet, unfortunately. Even though she's been like a concept for like ever since I made him, he was always made with the fact he has a sister. But I never actually have designed her, which is why next stream it's gonna be trying to design her. She's not just a side character, by the way. She's actually important to the story. She's like the last piece of the puzzle to the story, who comes out in the first part. So she comes out in the first arc. We meet her first, then we meet him. And we don't, at first we don't know they're related because she has a different last name. Because she's married. Because she's married with a child. So she doesn't have the same last name as him. So we don't even know at first. When we meet both of them, eventually, we don't actually know they're related. We only think Dimitrios is related to Lucerna. Yeah, she's over 18. She's not a child. Bro is, I want to put this, everyone is over the age of 18, with the exception of Komakusa. She's the only minor in the story. Rowan's gonna protect the family with her life. Oh, Rowan, when she meets Demetrius' sister, She's like, oh my god. So, they have a 7-year age gap. Bro is 34. Let me do the math. Let me do the math. He's 34. Yeah, 34 minus 7 is 27. So his sister's 27. And then Lucerna's 36 because because her mother gave birth to her at the same time as her sister was. Her sister is 20 years older than her. Yeah, Lucerna's age gap with her sister, Lou's sister, they have a 20 plus year age gap. So she was 36, and homegirl, her sister was 50 something. So, oh god, yikes, buddy. Well, wasn't 50 something. Well, yeah, she's 50 something now. Yeah, she got a huge age gap going on there. Rip to her mother, who's not alive anymore. She's been dead for a while. Actually. But we don't talk about the complications of the Lucerna family. The mother literally being wild. Yeah, the mother was wilding there. But it's a good thing, to be honest, because Lucerna did end up like picking up for the family. Oh, girl could have been in Dimitrios' class. Yeah, she was like this close, just 2 years before, and they would have been in the exact same class. But the maturity gap between Dimitrios and Lucerna is actually pretty big, because Lucerna being raised by her parents compared to how his parents raised him. Obviously, he was neglected most of the time, despite being the ill child and the child that needed the most attention. So basically, Lucerna's dad ended up raising him in the end, more than his actual parents did. It was kind of insane. Regardless, yeah, there's only one minor in the story. Everyone else is above 18. In fact, most of the cast is in their middle age, is in their mid 20s to 30s. Rowan, the main character, she's 35. No, she didn't give birth on her 60s. That's their current ages. Okay, let me clarify. Lucerna's current age is 36, and her sister's current age is like 50 something. So she didn't. Oh wait, you're talking about her mother. Okay, if you're talking about her mother, that's different. If you're talking about Lucerna's mother, that's different. Sorry, even I get confused with their family tree shenanigans. All right, that's why I literally have a diagram somewhere in this room featuring it. It's still not as complicated as some IRL families I've seen, but it's still complicated. All right. But I have a graph somewhere. I'm gonna probably add this to the document just for the sake of everyone else, so I don't have to repeat this 5 billion times. there is a problem, but it's fine. It was what it was. All right. Oh god. All right. Anyways, casting all that aside, family aside, his sister, who is currently 27, she has one child, which is a girl. I was kind of debating and making them twin girls so it can parallel more with Rowan, because Rowan had twins before, except they were 2 different genders. But I was kind of debating that, but I'm like, that's too on the nose. That's too on the nose. That would hurt too much for poor Rowan over here. So instead I was like, alright, we're just gonna make, she just has one child, which I think is probably more, it's more reasonable. But yeah, she's a main player in the story because, uh, someone said cheese and exploded. Negatory Eagle, please don't explode. Come back. You know, pull a Caleb and, come back, man. Save yourself from the explosion. That's a reference no one's gonna get, bro. Nobody here plays Love in Deep Space. Ain't nobody gonna get that reference. But, anyways. And so, a girl here, she's crucial because she, despite her not wanting to fight, that doesn't mean she's completely useless, because she actually, after the certain things that happened with Miss Lucerna and the shenanigans behind the scenes that happened with that, which are stuff that I cannot talk about. That's too spoilery, too detailed. But because of some shenanigans that happened with her before and some other stuff in the Faceless Hunters beforehand, for a long time, her Dimitrios' sister, she wanted to be an investigator. Her whole thing is that she wants to be a detective. And we all know there are no detectives in the Faceless Hunters. There are no detectives because the only thing they have is the Faceless Hunters. They see no need for investigations and things like that because they're in a crisis, and who's gonna be causing problems in this moment of crisis? Who's gonna be out here murdering people? Am I right, guys? Who gonna be murdering people when you're in a crisis? That's actually that's cap. We all know that's cap. We know plenty of people are going to do that. But, you know, the naivety of the area. So it is what it is. And so they didn't get an investigator. They don't have any. They just have, oh, you just got to deal with the non-Phasians. That's it. But our girl here, she freaking Demetrius' sister was always like, I want to investigate. I want to help out with this place without having to fight as a member of the Faceless Hunters, because the Faceless Hunters are sus. There's something wrong with them. Why is there a crown beside my name? Okay, so that's actually new. It's a leaderboard. Looks male enough? Yeah, it's a guy. Sorry, I didn't skip over your comment. It's just I kept on yapping. Yeah, this is a man. Grown-ass man right here. It's just that I'm talking about she because I'm talking about his sister, who I'm supposed to design soon. I'm supposed to design her tomorrow, actually, if I lock in. If I lock in enough, damn, my English is I'm kind of tweaking. If I lock in, we'll have her tomorrow. Surely. He's a pretty man. Thank you. I love myself Bishonen men. They're so gorgeous. Bishonen men are like my favorite type of male character. Like my favorite character, one of my favorite characters is freaking Argenti, who is literally the sparkly Honkai Star Rail Bishonen ever. Love him. How long have you been drawing? So digitally since 2019. So it's been 6 years, and then traditionally, which was way longer, it's been like ever since I was like 3. I make pretty men and strong, merciless women. I do both, as you can have seen before. I do both, you know? We like both. We gotta have good balance. Oh god. You guys are gonna start fighting over Dimitrios now, are we? Oh no. Getting beef this early in the morning? I draw men more than women? Okay, that's actually me too. Same. I do draw guys more than girls, but because of the story, we need men and women. I don't like, that's the thing about me, right? I don't like interacting with media that is exclusively one gender. No, I don't want a game where it's all guys, unless it's an ultimate game, which in that case, that's different. That's a dating game. Uh, and then, or a game where it's just girls. I can't. I just no. I need both. You know, because it gets to a point where it's like, how long will it take till we get sick of these same girls and these same guys? How long till that happens? How long till the designs start getting uncreative and we start getting the same thing in like a different font? It's like, obviously I like exploring and expanding when it comes to designs and their genders and stuff. Or how they express that. Like my boy over here, I desperately did not want him to have long hair. Like I was scared for my life to make him have long hair because I'm like, I can't keep having long-haired people. I need variety. And so we made him his short hair with his broken veil that makes it look like he has long hair, but he doesn't. It's a veil that he broke. Well, he didn't break it. That was the other nuns while he was asleep, but we don't talk about that. But yeah, every character needs to have a distinct appearance and a distinct quality to them. The goth aspect is something that only he has in terms of the story. The rest don't have goth on them. That's just a him thing. It's like, yeah, I gotta go. Alright, Eagle, thanks for stopping by. And you exploded again. Oops. I don't have equality. I made a whole ton of girls when I was younger and a whole lot of guys currently. I felt that. When I was younger, I used to only draw girls until I started drawing guys, and then it was like I would only draw guys. But then I would come back to having both girls and guys. I don't know. There's always like that one stage where you end up only drawing one thing exclusively. It happens to all of us at some point, rather it be one or the other. It's the art experience. And then there's, except for the people, I guess, who draw only animals, which I guess in that case is like, I guess that case is different. 'Cause, you know, yeah, dogs and cats don't look that different. Even with their gender differences, so that's a whole different story. But if you draw anime, you've been in that phase where it's like they're either only guys or only girls. And then eventually you realize I can't just live drawing only girls or only guys. Especially if you're making a narrative that needs both. Unless you're Honkai Impact 3rd, which in that case, girl exclusive. Go on ahead. Or you're a Magical Girl series, period. Where the only guys are the side characters that no one should be paying much attention to. I'm not calling any specific group in this case. I've only watched one Magical Girl show in my entire life. So that's not a particular call out to anyone. Or to any group specifically. Regardless, now I'm just waffling. Yeah, I've managed to, like right now, my cast is looking pretty good because we got how much was it? 4 girls, and then the cast is like 10 characters in total. Well, 11 if we include Dimitrios' sister. They don't all appear at once, so and you can't really say, oh, there's actually 11 cast members. It's only overall there's 11, but they don't all come out at the same time. And well, I have it here. How many was there? There is 1, 2, 3, 4 girls. Well, 5 including Dimitrios' sister, and then 6 guys. Yep, perfect. Almost perfectly balanced. Almost. We just have 1 extra guy. That's Kleistogamos' fault. that's Kleistogamos' fault. He ended up making it 11 instead of 10. That's on him. But that's worth it, you know? It's Kleistogamo. He's too important. Too crucial. All of them are actually equally important. And they all have like their respective arcs, but you know. Also, Shido, I'm still arguing about Shido. I don't know if I'm even gonna include him at this point. I've been having struggles, alright? So for now, I won't include him in any conversation whatsoever. Nah, his girls are not faceless hunters. Like, Kleistogamos' girls, like I said, they're not even supposed to like the faceless hunters. He's a faceless hunter because of a deal he made. But he's not supposed to be a faceless hunter, because they got beef. I'm alright with having the cast only be 11. Like, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with it just being 11. I don't mind the uneven number. It's okay. Because again, they don't all come out at the same time. So it's like, it's not really a problem overall. It's just then we have 1 extra. We don't need it to be perfectly divided, just that it is within reason. And that it makes sense that they're involved, you know? I don't want to also just add a character because the number is uneven. It's like, it's about relevancy and importance. Alright, let's take this out so I can see how we're looking so far. Oh yeah, you looking scrumdiddlyumptious. Okay. This liner is eating at the moment. Okay, so I'm gonna make a new layer so I can do the wings here. His metal wings that aren't actually actual wings. It's so funny because, dude, he has the wings like in the sides of his face, and then we have Courier with his horns on the top of his head. When I say they're complete opposites design-wise, yeah, I'm into it. Me when my best friend has opposite aesthetics. That do be how it be though. Almost never the friend has the same aesthetics. It's actually kind of rare. Alright, so I didn't make 2 layers. Do I remember that? I feel like I don't. Damn, I don't remember that. The name doesn't sound familiar, unfortunately. I'm gonna need a recap on that. Okay, so here I made he had 2 layers of wings, but here he only has 1. Where's my other official work of him that I've done? Okay, so he actually has 2 layers. Oh, I see. Okay. Still doesn't ring a bell. I still don't remember. Like, that makes sense from the name that you gave, but still doesn't click. Okay, so he has 2 layers of wings. Great. It's just that this sketch only had 1 because this was the first sketch I made of him over like a year ago. Is there a date somewhere? Yeah, there it is. Over a year ago. Well, almost. It was in July. So almost a year. Close, but not exactly. So yeah, his design was pretty different. Yes, I'm still watching. That's not what I clicked. Don't take me out of my music, YouTube. I am, in fact, still listening. YouTube is like, are you still listening? Yes, I am, man. I'm still listening to my music. Can you guys even hear the music? Or is it, like, unhearable for you guys? I hope you guys can hear it. Because there's no point in me hearing it. Unheard. Damn it. Sad. How about now? A bit? Okay, let's make that a little louder. How about now? I think that works. Is now better? Or do I need to go even more? It's just I don't want to start arguing with the music because that's how loud it's really loud for me. So I feel like I'm competing with the music. Not great. Oh god, okay, it's not. Let me fix this. I hate drawing angel wings. I hate it so bad. Meanwhile, I gave a character an angel theme. I actually hate drawing angel wings. Especially these metal ones that aren't actually real wings. Like, I love painting metal. But oh boy, do I hate this. Hello, saw this on my For You page. Hello there, Glitch Ray. Welcome in, hi. I hear it more now? Okay, great. I'm glad you can hear it now. Welcome in. This looks good, thank you. Hello, I will most likely vanish after 10 minutes, but wonderful art. Thank you, Yana. Thank you as well, Glitch Ray. Thank you. We're just trying to get this line art done, but I feel pain trying to draw these wings. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Okay, yeah, the second pair has 5. One, 2. also have OC with wings. Yeah, but his aren't real wings. His are metal wings. They're a part of his armor. They're a part of his face armor, which I should probably draw that now. Bum bum. Just casually line that over. So they're not real wings, but I still hate them, you know? I don't like wings. Oh yeah, it's probably because you interacted. Saying "oh my days" unironically. Hey, it's valid. You know, there's nothing wrong with that. But thank you. Thank you again. Alright, so hopefully I can yeah, Kahuna, we should not have this competitive nature with the leaderboard. It is what it is, man. It functions really interestingly though. 3 and then 4. I have an owl humanoid OC. Oh, interesting. How does that work? What's always the solution if you don't want to... Whoops. What the heck? Whoopsie. If you don't want to draw wings, rip their wings out in angst. I literally just explained these are not real wings. These are metal wings that are a part of his armor. So really, if they break, he's just gonna get a new pair. It's not like he can actually get rid of them. Ah, I see. No worries then. No worries, but now it has been established. They aren't real wings. They're made out of metal. That's why they look weird. That's why they look funny. Because they're not actual wings. They don't function like normal wings. You know, normal wings, they're more puffy. They're more whatever. His are not. His are just straight up metal bars. They hold his beautiful face together. Yes, exactly. They keep his aesthetic and his appearance going. You know, he doesn't like people to know what he's actually like. He likes giving everyone different impressions. It's like, yeah, am I prideful? Am I actually humble? Am I actually nice? Yeah, you decide that. You decide that based on whatever I show of me. When did the leaderboard become a thing in YouTube? I don't know. It's been like a week since it's been had. I'm not sure what the point of it is, but you know, makes it fun, I guess. He already has his lashes. He only has bottom lashes. He doesn't have top lashes. He only has bottom lashes. Also, you were saying he is an owl and he talks, and his wings are also arms. Interesting. I can't even imagine it. Also, you have a Samsung tablet? Yes, I do. I have the same tablet. Yeah, I have a Samsung. Is it a Samsung FE? It's so long. It was like FE plus something something. It's like a long ass name, bro. But yeah, I do have a Samsung tablet. We don't like Apple in this household anymore. Well, we never did. It's just that I had to settle for less. Yeah, they're long and extra for no reason. The only reason I tried to remember it was because I needed to buy a cover for it, which I already have it. But back when I needed to, I kind of needed to remember what the motto was for when they asked. But yeah, the names of these tablets are kind of bullcrap, really. Oh god, did I just do the liner on top of the wing? Okay, no, girl, don't do that. Let's not. Let's fix this now. Oh, hell no. But yeah, looking forward to designing his sister because of how crucial it is. I feel ignored. I'm trying. I'm reading it, but I don't know. I'm gonna end up repeating interesting a whole bunch of times, and I don't know why, but I feel like that would feel disingenuous. I hate when I draw on the wrong layer. True. I don't want to feel disingenuous if I just say that, because I'm reading it, but I don't know what to say, and it's like if I say the same thing, that's gonna feel disingenuous, and I don't want to come across that way. Like, I genuinely think it's cool, but I don't. But I can't say cool like 5 times. It gets to a point where it's like, is it actually cool, or you just saying that? It's like, I'm sorry. Drawing on the wrong layer is extremely cursed. Especially when I need to like erase over it. Also, is his ear supposed to be visible? No. Like his other ear, no. Okay, that's fine. You don't need to see his other ear. It's just one ear. Good. Ouch. Okay, let me... Whoops, now my canvas looks blank. I'm gonna erase some of this. Hell yeah. Now we're gonna bring that back in. I remember coloring on the sketch layer. Oh, hell no. Nah, that's dead. Like, usually I render on top on like a... Usually when I render, right, I do like a layer like this. And then usually it has all the colors done, whatever. And so I paint over it. But I don't do it directly on any of the layers, because if it looks bad, then I can just delete it and then we're good to go. Otherwise, I'm cooked. It's like, I can't. Bye-bye, Yana. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. Also, I'm a little sick, by the way. I don't know if you can... Like, I got morning allergies, as per usual. So I don't know if you guys can tell. I hope not. I never color on the wrong layer. I always lower my sketch opacity to like 50%. Yeah, that's why you lower your opacity. But like, I've had times where I've colored on the line art layer, and coloring on the line art layer, I feel like it's worse. Cause you know the line art layer is like really particular. You know, you pass all that work just to cooked, fried. It's done. I like your accent. Thank you. It always slips in. It slips in every time. Because obviously, English is not the main language. But Spanish, which is supposed to be my language, also isn't my main language because I forget 90% of the words. So what is my real language? Well, it's gibberish. It's just whatever comes to mind in the moment. What country am I from? I don't think. Hold on. Hold on. Oh no, we are not a country. I had to. Oh god, that's bad. I had to Google search if I was a country or not. No. Uh. No. It's Puerto Rico. Yes, Puerto Rico is not a country. Unfortunately, we're territory. And that's why things are going as bad as they are. But we don't talk about that. Yeah, it's Puerto Rico. I had to Google search that. Cause I don't want to sit here and be like, yeah, I'm from blank country when I'm not from a country. That's cap. Iceland. Where the heck is that? Hold on. Let's pull up Google again. Oh, that's not how you. Hello. My keyboard is gone. Iceland. Oh, that's Europe. Damn. All the way at the other side. That's crazy. Yeah, that's far away. Jesus. It's always funny when I see someone that's like from really, really far away. Because, you know, we've had tons of people come in here. We had Brazilians. We had German before. It's like, this place is, it's pretty, it's always interesting to see how different everyone's from. Where everyone's from. Alright, so I quite literally need to stop waffling because I don't want to do the same thing as last time where I barely did any line art at all. We didn't even make it halfway with the line art last time. It was actually really bad. Ooh. Yeah, it's like, damn, everyone it really is from all the way at the other side, man. Damn. And no worries about it, Jonathan. Well, no. What was your name again? I forgot. I'm gonna always call you by your username. I'm sorry. That's on you. For not... I already forgot the actual name. It's fine. It's all good. Alright, I'm gonna make a new layer. Can I make a new layer? Thank you. Also, I'm gonna delete this. This was supposed to be like, so I know the placement of where his weapon's gonna go, but... no. Don't fuse the layer. We're deleting that layer. Alright, it was Alex. Okay. Surely I'll be able to remember that. It's an easy name to remember. Surely. Anyway, I need to try and finish this line art. I want to start the coloring. Desperately. I feel like the only thing I won't be able to do is do the adjustments on the hands. Like I said, I usually leave that for last anyway, but... I used to have so many OCs that I created a multiverse. Dang, that's fun. I used to have a lot of OCs too, but slowly I started to like merge them. So my OCs, they started becoming like one or two, because a lot of them would overlap with each other, and so I would be like, alright, your character is very similar to this one, so you guys are gonna get fused. And so that's what I would end up doing. And that's how I created this current story. This current story was basically a fusion between a couple characters that, especially the main character, she literally, instead of like fusing, I managed to separate them into two separate characters. Rowan and Rozo, they're based on the same OC, which was also called Rowan. And I managed to make two characters out of it. But usually I fuse them together. Usually I do the opposite. We fuse them together and we make a singular character. But they were the only time where instead of fusing them, I ended up making 2 separate characters from it. And then scrapping the original. Hot man? Yes it is. This is in fact a hot man. We got a man here. Today again. Don't worry, tomorrow we're getting a girl, actually. Somehow I don't have enough OCs, at least not enough villains. That's valid. You know, you probably got a lot of heroic OCs, but no villains. Fair. I have my villains, but I don't have them designed. The only one I have designed is Lucerna, who is like more like a rival antagonist rather than a villain per se. I don't tend to design the villains until like last. They're like the last thing I get to. Because since they're not main characters, it's like, I don't need to focus on you. Okay, let me just move this. There you go. Okay, nice. I need to take a look at that. I got many background OCs, mostly students. I have 2 or 3 villains. I don't know if I'm gonna keep one of them. Interesting. Also, I just realized I didn't draw the wings from the top of his armor, but that's okay. We leave that for last, you know. Blood looks like a cloud. I mean, that's kind of the point. He's supposed to look very angelic, straight from heaven. So him looking like a cloud is kind of the point. Slowly enters back. Welcome back, Yana. Good to see you again. Dang, this music's also nice. I like how they look like a warrior. Well, because, I mean, they technically are. In this world, they're called Faceless Hunters. Faceless Hunters. And they hunt these creatures called the non-Facies. Their organization itself is very morally ambiguous because every member of the Faceless Hunters, they run on their own code. Because there's no one to really enforce any laws or morality on top of them. So we have good Faceless Hunters, and then we got straight up evil that kind of falls under the cracks. It's actually pretty bad. It's actually pretty bad. But he's one of the few that are actually good. Are you drawing with your fingers? No, I'm drawing with the stylus that came with the Samsung. Because unlike Apple, I didn't have to pay for this. It's included. You know, God bless Samsung. I used to draw on my finger, but not anymore. No. Bye bye, Kahuna. I'll see you next time or later. I don't know. Whenever you come back, surely I'll still be here. I'm a sub, lol. Aw, thank you. I appreciate the support. We do live streams every week. We don't do streams on weekends, though. It's always on weekdays. And usually around the same hour. At least I try to do them every time. Sometimes we don't, but it is what it is. Does yours not have a stylus? Like, did your tablet not bring one? Because usually it does. That's usually included. Dang. I don't know if I will be able to all the time because it's 12 a.m. Damn, that's crazy. Why are you up at 12 a.m.? I have a stylus. Ah, okay. I was about to say, did your Samsung not bring a stylus? I was like, oh. Yeah, I use a stylus. It's a problem to me. No, PM? Ah, I see. Never mind then. I was like, why are you doing awake at 12 a.m.? No, it's 12 p.m. So it's daytime. There we go. And now, I have military time, so I got confused. Oh yeah, my tablet is still on military time. I desperately want to change it because I hate military time. Military time is so ass. At least for me, I don't like. I don't like military time. It's like, yeah, I can read it. Obviously, I'm not dumb. It's like, it's not that it's hard. It's just I just don't like it. I don't like looking at it being 20 p.m. Like, brother, no, I don't want to look at that. No, I don't want to look at them thing. I hate it. Also, I'm pretty sure they don't even have like AM, PM. Regardless, I just hate seeing the number like that. It's like, no. No, man, that's 8 p.m. Not no dang 20. But it is what it is. You know what? It's fine. Why am I arguing about a dang clock? Especially when I used to I literally used to have a clock that was in Roman numbers. Yeah, it's hours, not PM. Like, I used to have a Roman clock where you would just read the the Roman symbols. So I'm over here complaining about nothing, really. She said I don't like seeing those numbers like that. Am I the only Asian here, or you might be actually? No, I feel like there's others, but they're not here right now. So I guess right now you are in fact the only one. Oh, you know what? Yeah, that counts. That's Asia. I didn't know you were from the Philippines. You must have gotten buried before. So we have two. We got two Asians. Whoa. So you're not alone after all. We got at least one person from every country. Like, every continent. What the hell? Psst. Why is my YouTube glitching? Why are you showing me this? I thought I ended my stream by mistake. But no. It was YouTube waffling. What the hell? Okay. Rip, I guess. That's not great. I thought my stream ended. And I was about to murder someone if that happened. In game, obviously. I'm gonna actually do that, but I was about to be pissed. Because it tried to end stream earlier because the Wi-Fi was bad. And I'm like, please don't. Please don't do that. Also, I was gonna say continent, not country. I don't know why I almost said country. It's a continent. My friends are all American on Discord, so time zones. Yeah. It is, yeah. A lot of my friends are all the way at the other side, so their time zones are pretty bad. Usually when I get to talk to them, it's usually very early in the morning or very late at night. I almost never get to actually talk to them throughout the day. It's like, oh. At least I always have you know, my close, my IRLs, you know, I'm not really, it's not like I don't have people to talk to. I do. Like, I got my online friends, which are on the other side of the world with their opposite time zones, and then I have, and then I have my IRLs. I just woke up and they're like, good night, y'all. Yeah, that's literally how it be. It's like, yeah, good morning. And it's like, oh, yeah, yeah, I'm gonna go to sleep soon. So, I'll see you later. And then they send me messages at like 12 a.m. And it's like, man, can't even look at them. Unfortunate. Okay, we lost our OSD. Like, the OSD ended. So let us look. I'll put this one. I'm too tired to be here. Hello, Arya. I saw someone say good morning when it was like 1 p.m. for me. Yeah, that's just how it is. Okay, is this loud? I hope it's not. Sleep at 2, wake up at 3. Wait, huh? Hold on. I sleep at 2, wake up at 3, sleep. Oh god, I can't read that. Their English, the. You might need to add some commas on your sentence. I can't read that. I got it like a tongue twister. I almost died. True. Because we'd all be receiving from the same direction. I usually go to sleep at like 10 p.m. or 9, to be honest. I don't like actually staying up. I actually hate that. So usually it's like 9, 9:30. It's usually the best hour, to be honest. Okay, did I look at my older reference? Okay, that's fine. I don't think I'm gonna do any line art for this part here. I think I'm just gonna draw it like manually. No line art for it. We're just gonna do that during the rendering. We render over that bad boy. It's all good. Can I take this out? Oh, it looks... we're getting clearer. You know, we're getting in the clear. I was gonna talk more about Dimitrios' sister, but honestly, this isn't the right stream for her. This is obviously a Dimitrios stream. But, it's just since I was thinking so much about, like, their dynamic and things like that. It's like she's on my brain. I was like, nah. I randomly get motivation to do stuff at night, so my eyes get droopy. That sucks. But I've also had that happen before. Like back when I used to go to school, like I would always be motivated to do stuff at night, but then I would be tired. That's kind of how it was. But nowadays it doesn't happen as much, you know. Now I actually use my day. Right? That is floating armor. It looks like it's floating, but that's because I haven't drawn his. That is dress, dude. Alright, let's remove this. I remember when I got like YouTube for the first time, my notifications exploded at 1 a.m. Yeah, my notifications are always muted. I don't like having I don't like having my phone like be constantly making noise. I have everything muted. So I receive it, but I receive it in silence. It's just I don't like it. And sometimes it can be distracting too. Like not just when you sleep, it's just in general. Like I'm busy doing something, I don't want randomly. I don't want to randomly be doing something and then just hear the constant vibrating or the sound. Like I used to have it on vibrating, but that was still distracting. So I just only had it on vibrating at school. But outside of that, it would have to go back to mute. Make me happy, Dimitrios. I'm trying to think of stuff I can say about Dimitrios that I might not have said already. Because it's just, there's a lot that I can't say because it would be kind of spoilery for the story. I never see that many notifications when I wake up. They're very few. Like I don't like. I'm not in a lot of things, so I don't usually wake up with a whole bunch of notifications. Usually it's just like one or two, maybe three. By the way, maybe three if we're really feeling spicy. But I usually don't have that many. What story is this, by the way? Okay, so this is a story I've been working on for over a year now. That is called Faceless Masquerade. It is called Faceless Masquerade. Like I said before, it's the current character I'm drawing is a faceless hunter who hunts the non-Facies. These creatures called the non-Facies, which are said to metaphorically take the faces of people. Not literally, it's just metaphorically. Metaphorically steals faces. And I say metaphorically, but it's more like it steals their core personality trait. And it snatches that, and then they gain a human body based on that personality they took. So they don't literally steal your face, but they steal your core trait, leaving you as an empty husk. As they lose their way, yeah, they lose their sense of identity, you know? Demetrius, actually, no, I cannot put his personality as an example, because he conceals his career. I'm gonna put this guy as an example. He is a very kind and loyal person, right? And that's like his main trait, his loyalty. If that creature will take away that core trait of his. And so when they take that, he will no longer embody this personality. So he can no longer be loyal. He can't understand the concept of loyalty. He can't relearn the concept. He just can't be loyal anymore. No loyalty. He can feel everything else except loyalty. And they usually forget their memories associated with that time where they were loyal. At least in his case, right? Yes, it's just gone. It's just like, it's like a general statement. He just no longer can be loyal, plain point, period. So basically, they lose their sense of self, and they become a husk, basically, a completely different person. You have no sense of self anymore. In order to avoid this, you need to conceal that main personality trait. So you need to, like, pretend, basically. Yeah, they become a husk in a way, because they're not the same. They lost their core personality, so can you really call them the same person anymore? Because who are you without your actual self? That's just how it is. Yeah, it basically takes away that core self, and you can feel everything except that. So if you're, I usually put this as the example, if you're intelligent, you can no longer be intelligent then. Like, if they take away that part of you, you're no longer intelligent. It's like, if you're known for intelligence, it needs to be your core trait. Only the non-Fascias really know what your core trait is. You have to kind of figure out. Usually it's what the general public perceives you as. But but it's more complex. Usually only the non-Fascias truly know what your true self, in quotes, looks like. I don't know what to be other than creative. You'll be everything except creative. That's the thing. You'll be everything except creative. It's like you'll be everything except that. A lot of people, if you're known for kindness and you're kind, take away your kindness, then you're nothing, you're everything except kind. Like, it's not a... Yeah, I guess you become boring. You don't have any sense, you don't understand the concept of creativity, so you're boring. That's literally how it works. And that's why it's really bad, because essentially it's taking away humanity. Would I be rude? You can be everything except kind. So yeah, you'd be rude. You'd be rude or indifferent, because the opposite of kindness can also be indifference. So yeah, you could be indifferent, you can be rude, you can basically everything except kind. If you're boring, does it mean you'll be creative? Yes, because it will overwrite. So if you were boring because you didn't use your creativity, then if you're no longer bored, then you're gonna use your creativity. So yeah, it can be good in quotations, because if you're evil, then you're gonna be kind if they take your face away. So there's a bit of a moral dilemma when it comes to that, because some people would argue, well, I'll just let them take away the faces of those that are evil so that we can only have good people. But is that really a good thing? Should you actually do that? Shouldn't you just punish these people instead? So there's a exactly, it can be a good trait. Like, you could try and see it in a good light, but in a way you're still taking away their humanity. So instead of wanting to make them change, you're just forcefully making it happen. And it's not true change then, they're just now different people. It's like they're different people instead. So it's a little complicated. Like, and obviously these are things that it tackles, but if you're known for being extremely depressed, then they take that away. You won't be depressed anymore. But in that case, you didn't overcome your depression. Uh, you just they just took that away from you. You don't get to learn that, and also you won't remember you were ever depressed to begin with. It doesn't reverse it. It's just it does. Okay, so it doesn't reverse it because obviously you just can't feel things associated to it. All right, it's not like oh, I was kind, so now I'm rude. Because there's also nuance to that. You don't necessarily just be rude. Sometimes you just have no feelings on anything at all. It gives you a false reality, yeah. Takes your personality and your memories associated with it. So anytime you were kind, you're not going to remember that. No. That's why it's basically you become a different person. Because you don't have anything that used to be associated with you. Memories associated with that trait. So basically, a lot of the time is most of your life, because you're kind most of your life. Yeah, if that's what you're known for, yeah. So any memories you had with that trait, gone. It's over. So you can feel everything except that trait. Yes, exactly. This is such an interesting concept. Thank you. Thank you. So the whole point of the story is to basically, it explores humanity. What makes you human? And things like that. It's like a very important part. But in order to not get your face taken, to survive, you basically conceal your true self. So everyone in this universe is acting. You cannot take anything they say at face value because they could be covering up for their actual intentions and their actual ideals. There's some people that are transparent. For example, I'm gonna put him as an example again. He's very transparent. He doesn't care if he's gonna attract those creatures because he can fight them off. He's the strongest. He doesn't care. He will always be his true self. But not everyone can do that. Not everyone can fight them off, so they just conceal their true selves instead. The main character does it. There's this one dude who's just dedicated to wearing different disguises. So everyone, they conceal it in a different way. Some they literally conceal it by literally just becoming different people. The strongest and nicest. Yep, he's the strongest and nicest, despite how he looks. So it's like people tackle it differently. But most people, yeah, they're the world's greatest actors. Out here pretending. Rozo mentioned. Yes, we can never not mention Rozo when it comes to this. No, it's a mental thing. It's a mental thing, yes. But some people, they take it a step further. And they physically change themselves as well. Usually this is also to deceive people, not just the non-Fascias. It's a mental thing. So if you mentally hide your personality, great. But there's some people who literally hide themselves or hide their faces in a literal sense. And they just embrace a whole different persona to everyone else too, not just the non-Fascias. Okay, no, it's not Rozo. It's this guy. His name is Courier. Rozo is the guy that's good at disguises. Rozo is the guy that literally disguises himself. I think I have a picture of him here. Where is he? Here he is. My son. This is Rozo. And these two over here are his different disguises. One of them is his disguised version as a hunter, and other one is for negotiations as a female. So he quite literally disguises himself. And basically puts on a whole display to everyone, not just the non-Fascists. So he's not just mentally covering up, he also physically does it. Each of his characters basically are different personalities. This one's cocky and stupid, and then this one is cold and calculated. It's like, yeah. He's the girly girl, the negotiating one. Yeah, he completely takes on that girl persona. But yeah, everyone tackles it differently. Oh, this is also him. This is also him. This is another one of his disguises. Here, he's as a romantic, a hopeless romantic. So yeah, he embraces it in a very theatrical way. There's also this other character that's immune to the non-Fascists because of him having DID. So that's a whole other can of worms. So it's like, yeah, everyone is different in how they handle their things. Some don't even cover them up. For example, this guy, Courier, he doesn't cover it up. He just fights them off because he's strong enough to. He doesn't need to conceal himself. He's sincere through and through. Even if it does place other people in danger, he can protect them, so he does it. Yeah, there's more info in the Discord. I have a doc with all the characters and everything about them. DID is like a personality disorder. Yes, you have different personalities. Yes, there's this one character who has DID, and he has two personalities because his mind got split apart. The non-Fascists, they don't understand the concept of you having more than one personality. So basically, he became immune. He became immune to it. And now he can't get attacked by them because they don't understand him. They can't take it if the personality is not complete. Yeah, his name is Kawahu. He's not here right now. I don't want to keep scrolling back to show him, but go now. Bye. See you hopefully again. I'll hope to see you again too, Glitch Ray. I appreciate y'all stopping by. But yeah, it's a complex world, complex characters, and a story where you just can't trust anything. Like, you can't take these people at face value. You just can't. You don't know what they actually have in their mind. Unless they are actually sincere about it, which in that case, you will know. Okay, the main character. Do I have a picture of her here? Surely I do. The cast is big. I'm just gonna say that straight up. There's 11 characters. Here she is. I do have her. This is Rowan. She is the main character. So here's the old lineup. This guy doesn't exist anymore, so you can ignore this guy. Just pretend he's not there. FM is short for Faceless Masquerade. It would be embarrassing if you didn't. True. So she's the main character, and she wants to destroy the Faceless Hunters because the Faceless Hunters did something absolutely repulsive, and so she wants that place gone. And then over here we have Rozo again with his umbrella that he always uses. Shut up! I have too many references on here. And then we got Dimitrios, which is the actual Faceless Hunter. This guy, you can ignore him. And Geshuin, he's like the third main character who works with Rowan and Rozo. Why do I have two main characters that start with R? Don't ask. That was my fault, to be honest. I thought I clicked with that. But instead, now it's like a tongue twister every time. This is our rival antagonist. We don't know what her problem is. but she has a problem. Like, she's always trying to, like, ruin the main character's plans. She's a problem. But sometimes she's also on our side. So no one actually knows what her problem is. But she's kind of like that. She's a rival antagonist. So she's not the main antagonist, but she's like, she's a problem. And then over here, this is Kawahu. So this is the guy that has DID. Here he is. And here's the alternative outfit. Yeah, she's our rival, basically. She's our foil that ruins everything for us. So here is him. And I just keep having too many references. Oh, and then we have... Oh, no, that's her old draft. We have her as well. She's also a part of the main cast, too. Her name is Komakuza. She's a good guy. And here we got Kawahu again. Yeah. I need to have, like, a new lineup. Lamau. This guy is also on our side, too. His name is Kleistogamos. Yeah, we gotta... like I said, there's 11 cast members. They don't all come out at the same time. They come throughout the story. So you're not getting all these at once. Yeah, we got this guy, our favorite misogynist. Oh my god, no. Our favorite misandrist. Whoops. It's misandrist. He's a misandrist. Is this portrayed in modern times? Okay, so it takes place in the 2700s, but their aesthetics are very much Victorian-esque because they live underground and they don't actually have technology. Technology is gatekept, so only specific groups of people have it. So they kind of live like they're in the Victorian era. You'll see some people have like bright colors and stuff. That's because those people are allowed to have them. So usually the main cast, most of them have muted colors. But when they're a part of a noble group or the Faceless Hunters, they have brighter colors because of their status. So it's like there's a bit of some classism going on. Okay, so they're mostly based on like, each of them have a different aesthetic because they're each from a different place. So because, oh god, and they live underground, and so they all come from like different places. Their ancestors were basically purged here. They were purged underground. And so we have people from different nationalities. So not everyone has like a specific continent that they're based off. They each have a different one. Yeah, so they each have a different aesthetic. You know, based on their name, you know where they're originally from, or what they descend from. For example, his name is Dimitrios Caprificus. I hate Latin. Ooh, I can't speak it. Whoops. So true. And so our main character, she's Fulani. She's a Fulani woman. So yeah, everyone is like, you don't get a specific one. But the overall aesthetics of the place, it looks like the Victorian era, European Victorian era. So if you want to get a pinpoint of the overall appearance, yeah, it's going to look like that. Unless you go to the noble side, that looks a bit more, a tad bit more modern, but it's still around that time. Yeah, it's kind of a lot. I think I overstayed. I would have vanished in 10 minutes, but then I got invested. I'm glad you got invested, man. I don't know, but it seems like it happens to a lot of people when they come in here. A lot of people are always like, oh, this is interesting. Oh, I want to stay. It kind of happens. I guess, I don't know, I guess that's kind of the effect that the story has on people. Oopsie. I'm sorry. But yeah, we got a big cast. Soon I'll make like the lineup so I have a good picture to use for when people come in, because this reference window is messy. I have references from other drawings that I just haven't deleted yet. But yeah, everyone's distinct. We even got that one guy that I showed that had like a white pale face with the long black hair. Not this guy. This guy's the goth one. He's based on a geisha, so we basically got everything. All right. We got everything here. Also, how many spikes do you have, sir? Okay, you have 3 on this side. Nice. Alright. Yeah, I need to do an actual lineup. A new one. Because it's gonna bother me to have to go scroll through the reference window. Not him being referred to as the goth one. It's the easiest to remember, because look at his goth makeup. His name is Courier. It's just since you guys don't know his names that much yet, I feel like just describing them on their appearance is easier for you guys to remember. He's a nun. If I don't know if the fit wasn't like obvious enough, he got a broken veil. Oh yes, the Faceless Hunters, they're all based on the major arcanas. So if you know what the major arcanas are, they're right here. He is Dimitrios is the Temperance, and he is the devil. The gold. Thank you. I love coloring metal. Overdone armor is one of my favorite things of all time. So yeah. The main so basically the Faceless Hunters, so our antagonist is, they're all based on, their titles are all from major arcanas. So here's just the Temperance, and the other guy is the Devil Arcana. And they have some parallels, obviously, with their respective card. The shine too. Thank you. It's one of my favorite things. I love it. I can't wait to color this guy's armor, because his is like metal. Not metal, I mean like silver. Silver blue. I'm gonna have so much fun with that. But yeah, I like drawing the skeletons too. It's one of the hardest designs. Look at this. But it's so worth it. He's beautiful. Why are you playing Wordle the other day? What? Can I not have hobbies? Can a girl not have hobbies? I wanted to play Wordle. What about it? I feel like I don't need a complex explanation why I want to play Wordle. Then don't question me, bruh. Don't question me on my own free time. That's kind of weird. I will also refer to the goth one as mother. Yeah, it's just that another person who's not here right now, they call him mother because he's a nun, and instead of calling him sister, because he doesn't like getting called sister because he's not a guy, because he's not a girl, he's a guy. She was like, I'm calling him mother, like how Arlecchino is called father. There we go. I'm almost done with this line art. I will finish the line. I literally said I was hoping to color today, but I won't be able to. I was about to mention Arle. Yeah, the person who named him that, it was because of Arlecchino. That's literally what they said. Their words, not mine. They were like, Arlecchino is father, so he is mother. He was like, okay, you know what? We'll accept that. That's acceptable. It's fine. Would he hate to be called that? Yeah, he'd probably hate to be called that, but he doesn't know that. Alright. Okay. This armor confuses me. Let me look at... Wrong way. Where's my other reference? Here it is. So this is one of my Dimitrios drawings. I don't really like it that much anymore, but it's my most loyal reference to him. No, that bread cult did not happen. Shut up. That was a terrible day. I hated it so bad. The chat just started waffling with that, and I just wanted to dig myself in a hole somewhere. We don't talk about that. Anyway, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 lines. No, it was genuinely terrible. I did not like that at all. It's like, oh god. I didn't crash out though. I was actually I was just uncomfortable for the rest of the stream. It's been like a week from that. I'm not sure why you're trying to remind everyone of that. I'm gonna end up putting bread as a word you can't say in the chat one day. Just because of that. 1. 2. Was it 4? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, but they were like really far apart. I ate bread a lot. Actually, I don't really care about bread per se as for like eating it. I don't think it's good. I don't think it's bad either. I like bread. It's not bad. I eat it. Nothing against bread personally. Yeah, that's what I was gonna do. I was actually gonna make it so that no one can say it, period. So that includes you, who's bringing it up. Don't bring it up. It has nothing to do with this. Oh god. Alright, it's fine. 1, 2, 3, and then 4. Why did I make the armor so complicated? They are fellow viewers who are also come here. They're just other fellow people. You're gonna probably hear them a lot because, you know, I'm a pretty small creator, so everyone basically knows each other. Or have grown to know each other. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, let me take a look over here. Hello. Alright. 3, 4. And then the final ones, which you can't really see in the other one. Okay, ta-da! Oh, whoops. Can I erase this line here? Perfect. Alright, I'm gonna finish this line out before the stream ends. Surely. Yeah, exactly. Everyone basically will know each other if they stick around for long enough. Hello there, Kate. Welcome in. Hi. Hello. Let me remove this. Yeah, this line art's looking really good. I'm really glad with how it's turning out. I can't wait to get these references all out of the way. Because once I'm done with all of my references, we are success. Why do you always not show the coloring? Uh, because because I don't know. It's just every time I start the sketch, it's usually I start the sketches at night, right? Which always means that the next day I'm gonna have to work on the line art, and that's what ends up happening. I never come with it colored because I come with it how I currently have it prepared. I should probably like prepare more in advance, but I just don't. I just don't. Also, I was gonna draw his hand, but no, I need to alter his hand. So, I'm getting tired, but I'll push on because I'm invested in the lore. Thank you. I appreciate you trying to push through, but you don't have to. You should rest. What brush is that? Okay, so this is a custom brush of mine that I just called Watercolor Fake. I use a lot of custom brushes, as you can see here. I like custom brushes more. I can give it to you. Here you go. Have the code. Take it. Quick. Before it vanishes. We do not gatekeep. We always show off the QR. Make sure you screenshot that, and then we'll go back. Boop. We don't like gatekeeping brushes. Gatekeeping brushes is silly. You're welcome. I usually use this brush for my line art exclusively, and then for my coloring, it's pretty varied. Sometimes I use this one for like hair texture. For skin texture and metal, I use this one. So yeah, I have a brush for everything basically. No, I'm gonna skip. Okay, I'm gonna skip through this music because I don't want to hear the singing. Singing is distracting. Rip. Alright, and we'll move this again. Okay, I can. Well, no, wrong button. I'm at diffuse. I use one brush for everything. Yeah, I can't do that. I use like it's just my brushes. It depends what I'm drawing, right? Sometimes I'm drawing something like really like realistic, and so I use more textured brushes for it. But sometimes I'm drawing something simple, and I might just use this one brush or maybe two brushes max. It just really depends on what I'm drawing. In the case for my reference sheets, I usually use like 4 brushes max. I don't tend to use that many. There you go. The other reason I like having my brushes not be too smooth for this one, which is why this brush in particular is like slightly textured, right? Because I don't like it to be like pure smooth. unless I'm replicating like a smooth art style. I guess for example, like I'm trying to do a painting style that's like really glossy or cell shading. It's like, yeah, in that case, I'll use a smoother brush. But usually I like to always have like a little textured effect to everything that I draw. Even if not fully. I don't know. I just like it to feel crispy. But yeah, since you're still interested in some of the lore, you can feel free to ask me any questions and I'll feel free to answer them because, like I said, it's a lot, and so I tend to not know where to begin when it comes to explaining like stuff people are interested in. It's like you can feel free to ask me whatever, and I'll do my best to answer it unless it's like an Omega spoiler. Yeah, I already explained that I stream on weekdays. I don't stream on weekends. I already told them. Unless they weren't here, but I'm pretty sure they were here. What do I call you, by the way? Who, me? Oh, you can just, I don't know, Valinda, Lee, I don't know. Anything is fine. Anything is fine. You can feel free to call me whatever. People usually just resort to Valinda, but it's fine, really. I don't really mind whatever. 1, 2, 3, 3, and 4. Yeah, usually names don't really bother me. Like, you can just feel free to say whatever. Okay, we got our spikes on here. Oh, wait, can't forget this here. La 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 la. Then we. Alright, stream should be ending in like 10 minutes. So as soon as I'm done with this line art, we are done. We are free. And I will probably continue it off stream. Do you listen to Epic? Like Epic the musical? Cause if so, then no. I have never. I'm not usually a big fan of musicals, actually. The only musical I've sat through was Wicked, and it was with my sister. That was like the only way I could go through it. And it turned out to be good though, so like it wasn't crazy. Yeah, I've never watched it. Never watched Epic, unfortunately. I've seen a lot about it though, because I get tons of like clips sometimes, and it's like I see the clips out of context, and I'm like, huh? So yeah, I've seen stuff of it out of context that I'm not sure how to contextualize. Oh, my battery's low? Damn. Go put that thing to charge, man. We'll see you next time. We'll probably be back tomorrow with the new design and talk about that character. For sure. Thank you and goodbye. Goodbye, Yana. Goodbye. And goodbye, Alex, since you also were talking about disappearing. We will see you all next time. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Hello there, Luca draws and inspired through knowledge. Hello, hi. Welcome in. Hey, there's a lot more people today than usual. Usually Mondays are pretty slow days. I'm gonna fuse this now. Alright, so we're almost done. I just realized I was missing part of his wing here. I don't know why I'm like this. Like, I do line art in one spot, then completely skip over it and go to another one. Also, hello, Ali. Welcome in. Hi. Dang, I really like your art. Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And we got 5 wings. There we go. Perfect. Peak. And you fuse it down. I'm probably gonna do the line art of the hands normally and then change them on the rendering. Like, that's what I said I was gonna do, but at the same time I'm also conflicted because I kinda just wish I could do it straight with the line art, but it's fine. I'll render the fingers to actually look like what they need to look like during the rendering. Especially since I didn't bring up my reference for the RA hands. So, eek. I'm just gonna have to draw them like normal hands. So I'm just gonna draw them however. You don't need to be too picky about it. Alright, take that out. Alright, now I'll finish the armor and we're good. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we got 5, which is more sharp. There you go. Perfect. The one detailed armor. Oh, buddy, you think this is detailed armor? Have a look at this. This man right here, he's this dude's best friend. These two are best friends. And look at his armor. You know, besties gotta have opposite armors. I love drawing armor, so I have no complaints. I love armor. Armor is one of my favorite things to draw, especially coloring them. Coloring them is my favorite, more so. Because, you know, the line art can be kind of tedious. That is what it is. Reset position. I even made them have like opposite positions. Wait, let me remove the. Am I done, or am I missing something? Ah, yes, I am in fact missing something. No, not these wings things. I'm doing these wing things during rendering. It's the line art that goes here. But I could also do that in rendering too. I don't need to do line art for it. So I guess I am done. I'm gonna fuse them together. Great. I should make a folder and not leave the folder for last. Oh, and this. Can't forget the line that will tell me where the shading goes. La la la. There we go. And we're done. Ta-da! So I guess we're done with today's stream. I've already been here for 2 hours. I'm not gonna be here for 2 more. I think maybe I could just leave the coloring for tomorrow. Would you guys even be interested in seeing the coloring process? Because I know coloring is like kind of the best part, but I'm not sure if people want to see the same drawing again tomorrow. I don't know. I guess I'll just ask later. Yes, please. All right. We got someone's yes, so I guess we can do that then. I could just save this for tomorrow, and we can just finish coloring it then. In that case, then I shall see you all next time. Thank you guys all for stopping by. We will be coloring this tomorrow then. Bye bye. Where's my button? Here it is. Bam. That's the wrong button. Are you sure you want to stop streaming? Yes.